With me now to discuss last night is Eric Alper, music commentator. Hello there, Eric. It was ladies' night last night. Tell us about the big wins.
Yeah, the women won all 9 awards that were handed out during the broadcast. And in fact, they dominated even the telecast with Boy Genius picking up 3 awards, the all women trio as well. But yeah, you mentioned right at the top, Celine Dion surprising everybody, this is the music industry. You can't keep a secret to anybody, but they managed to do it, having Celine not only make an appearance, but also giving out for Album of the Year to Taylor Swift, who won her 4th Album of the Year, the most in music history. And Joni Mitchell coming back to the stage for the very first time. I mean, she's obviously been back to the Grammys. She's won 10 Grammys in her career. But that was such an emotional response, especially because the woman to her right is Brandi Carlile, and Brandi is a folk singer-songwriter of note, and it's really Brandi that has helped Joni get back to the stage. In fact, Joni Mitchell also announced a concert in Los Angeles coming up in October. Miley Cyrus won her first 2 Grammy Awards for Record of the Year and Pop Solo Performance of the Year. And also, it was just one of those, SZA won. It was just all women all night. And
Miley Cyrus, Eric, we can't forget Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus winning for her. She won her first 2 Grammys for Record of the Year and Pop Solo Performance for her absolutely amazing Flowers song. Flowers was actually the fastest song to ever reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. So good for her. This is somebody who didn't really have a lot of credibility, anything more than just a pop TV star when she was growing up, but she certainly has now grown into an absolute force in the music industry.
Speaking of forces, is there any stopping Taylor Swift? I mean, she's topped now Frank Sinatra. It's incredible, the run she's on.
Yeah, you and I talked before about when does this stop for Taylor Swift? And I answered not until 2025 at least, because her tour is still going on until the end of the year. But last night, she shocked everybody when she announced not only was she going to have a new album out this year, it's not a remake. Fans thought that maybe that she was going to do a revamped version of her Reputations album, but it turned out that it's a brand new album called The Tortured Poets Department. And so that comes out on April the 19th. And the minute that she won the award, her website completely flipped over with pre-sales of the brand new album. So, good thing she won. It would have been a little bit of a trying time to announce an album, but she had the perfect spotlight, winning for Album of the Year.
And everybody's going to want to know if there's any songs about Travis Kelce or if it was written before their romance. That's a whole other conversation. I have to talk to you about the duet of the night. Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs singing Chapman's hit Fast Car. So emotional.
So emotional. This is probably the first time in a long time that I actually cried during a Grammy performance. I mean, Tracy Chapman is so lovely, so amazing, and has stepped away from the spotlight for about 25 years as well. But immediately once this song was over, Tracy Chapman's Fast Car hit #1 on the iTunes chart. #2 was Luke's version of Fast Car. I wouldn't expect a comeback yet from Tracy Chapman. She seems to be pretty happy staying out of the limelight. But what a truly relevant song to 2024. And it was 30 years ago that the song was released. She looked great. She sounded amazing. What an emotional response to in the crowd to that song. It's so good.
I'm getting goosebumps just hearing you talk about it. Eric Alper, thank you so much. Great to see you this morning, as always.